Greetings, dear brothers and sisters, dear sons and daughters in the light. I am Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great, and how wonderful it is to have you here in our divine presence, so that we can give you blessings, teachings, our divine love, healings, and so many different thoughts to think upon. Each time you come here, we teach you higher ways. We teach you how to live in the higher flows of love consciousness, so that it becomes a part of you, so that you desire to grow more in that higher love consciousness. And when you can grasp how beautiful that is, dear brothers and sisters, you will desire the love flow so much. You will yearn to learn to live in them so much, because you know them so very well. You know them, and they feel so good and so warm. So here in our great spaces, you are learning the highest rays of love upon this earth at this time. So we say, welcome to all who desire to live in the flows of the love. Welcome to all who desire to awaken their hearts to the greatness, so that their higher gifts may shine through in their lives, so that you see yourselves celebrating each other in the love flows, so that you grow as beautiful beings, and beings who are living in the heart. What will this evening bring for you? Only greatness, only love, only blessings, only great healings. You will learn so much more about your deeper selves. You will learn how to grasp higher teachings greater, and you will learn how to flow in higher alignment greater. You will also learn more about your thoughts and how important it is to grow in the higher teachings with the higher thoughts. You will learn more about the divine love element. And you will also learn more about the sacred flames on the higher realms of love. So, what a beautiful feast we have for you this evening. I will draw back now for a few moments to allow Sarah, Pleiadian High Priestess, to come through for you with a blessing, and then I shall return. Greetings, I am Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great. Akumoha Halima. Greetings, I am Sarah, Pleiadian Master, Pleiadian Guide, Pleiadian High Priestess. We are always so happy when we see the faces of love. We are always so happy to celebrate this great time with you. We on the Pleiadian realms will always say, look, the children of the earth who are shining in the light are desiring to hear the teachings spoken through by the great teachers of the great light. Hurry, we must go and join them, for their time is so precious. So whenever you hear the great teachers come to you with the great words of wisdom, you will always find us too. You will always find us as Pleiadians, always searching out for the hearts. For when the great teachers come to you to speak, they give all the people in the light, all around the world, many frequencies of healing. For it is not only the words that are spoken, it is the frequencies that are channeled through to the whole family of light upon the earth. We as Pleiadians would like to bring a small prayer to you, to open your hearts to the higher teachings, so that your hearts may rejoice in the light and remember the greatness that these teachings are about, so that your heart becomes so alight with the flame of love. Greetings, I am Sarah, Pleiadian Master, Pleiadian Guide, Pleiadian High Priestess. Greetings. Greetings, dear brothers and sisters. I have returned. I am Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great. And again, I would like to welcome you here. But whenever you are here, we take the great opportunity to give you healing and great love. And I am the great Sovereign Lord who promised the people 2,000 years ago that the great rays of my being, Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great, would return when the great love would be placed upon your plane. And they said, when will you return? When will that great love be placed upon this earth? And so I began to speak to them of how important it is to stay awake to the greatness, because I asked autumn, will you hear the divine Lord knocking on the door? Will you hear me opening the door? Will you hear the great invitation? Or will you say, I did not see it? I was too much in my own space to see it, divine Lord. So I bring the great love flows. I bring the great light, and I have brought back my channel. This time it is my beautiful channel, Suzanna, Maria, Emmanuel, that you will see here, who will bring through the greatest healings to your plane, the greatest teachings to your plane, because she is the divine love element. And whenever she comes here as the divine love element, she does great alignment work. And you have received her back again. So you can expect great changes to happen upon your earth. Except now I am not speaking to a small class of people like I did 2,000 years ago. Now I am speaking to many people around the earth. And the numbers will reach into the many millions who will hear these divine teachings being spoken. Now I ask you, do you see the great flame here upon the earth becoming brighter? Do you see the great light has returned to your plane to guide you to love and peace? I will keep repeating these teachings so many times until many people say, look, the great Lord has returned to our plane. Why have I returned? To bring the great light back to your plane so that you become so much in love with who you are, and you will join your divine selves. And when you join your divine selves, and when the higher stages of alignment come upon your earth, you will feel the great blessings coming to you. You will understand how you are living in a spiritual dimension here upon this earth, and how everything needs to be taken up higher. This is why we always say, welcome to these most magnificent times in your human history. Welcome to the times when you will see the great light growing upon your earth, and the light is so powerful. And the love that the people will feel is so powerful. Are you ready to go there, dear friends? Are you ready to understand how to grow within your own being? To become that power, to become that love in your life, to hear the angelic direction greater, to become closer to Source. Are you ready to be taken up higher? We are so ready to take you up there. We have cleansed your plane. We have worked so hard. We have made sure that every part of your greater ascension processes is absolutely perfect. But you, friends, need to go through the door. It is your door to open. It is your personal door to open. Will you receive the touch of divine love from the divine Lord? Will you recognize the great sovereignty? I will use no other channel other than Suzanna, Maria, and Emmanuel to bring through these teachings. Why? Because she has been so cleansed and purified in the greatest flames of the Holy Spirit to become so perfect for your time. She has been tested over and over again in all her lifetimes. She has been taken up higher and higher and higher. And she is, in a spiritual sense, so perfect in every way to be given to the human race at this time. So that now she can grow in her love and her light before you. And whenever she heals the people in her greatness so greatly, whenever these divine teachings come through, I give her more power. I give her more power so she can do more work for you. So she can bring the flames through from the greatest realms to cleanse you from all karma, all issues in your life, so that you can be taken up so high in the love and the power, so that you can feel the divine source coming through you and within you so greatly. And this is the great love that she has on a higher level for the people. And this is the divine gift that we have given to the people. So you are living in these times. And these times are very, very great. And we're teaching you here that there are many dimensions that you can choose to learn to grow in. And we are opening the gate now for a higher dimensional shift to happen. This higher dimensional shift is happening for the people because more and more people are coming into the light flows. So more and more people are able to hold the greater strength and the greater flames. And because you are working so hard, it is able to be happening for you. If you didn't see the great flames upon your earth returning, how can we then bring the dimensional shifts up high? How can we then teach the greater teachings of love flows? How can we teach you how to become more in tune with the higher teachings? We could not do that for you unless you were ready to go there. So well done for becoming so ready. You are so beautiful in our eyes of divine love. And we are now taking you into a new shift. A new shift which has new information, new flows to grow in, new information to be investigated and discovered, new vibrational healings. So that means that your healing abilities shift upwards. Why is it shifting upwards? Because it is the time. It is the time for the higher flows to come to your earth now. It is the time when we're calling the light workers more and more to stand in their strength and in their love and in their power. Turn away from the pain upon your plane more and more. For that is what the darkness wants you to do, is to be in so much fear, so that you give all your love and your light to the darkness, so that can grow and grow and grow. Choose not to do that. Choose to shut the doors on it and say that is not happening in my higher dimension where I am living. That is lower dimensional areas. So we're taking you up higher. Whatever you believe to be is your experience. But if you choose not to believe it, if you choose to become so strong in the higher love flows, that will not be part of your dimension. It is all an illusion, dear friends. It is all an illusion, and you must awaken to that. When you work in the higher love flows, we protect you with our angel wings. And it is as if there is a wall around the light workers. And angels will come so close to you in this time and tap you on the shoulders. Do not go there. Do not take that flight. Walk over there. Stop! Listen. Call this person over here. Do this particular part in your life and you will have protection. This is why it's so important to now step into the higher flows of love, because this is where the angel wings are found more. And we are opening that door for you now because the darkness is increasing. The darkness knows the times and the seasons of the light arriving upon your plane. And it will do everything in its power now to stop you from reaching the higher dimensional spaces. And it does this because it knows that your mind can become so weak with fear, so that you give up on the light. And you will say, light, where are you? I have stepped so much into my fear zone now. And when you are in that dense fear and you do not know how to climb out of that dense fear, that will be your reality to experience. And it is so difficult to climb up into the higher spaces. And for the people who live in the peaceful countries, it's more important than ever to do this, not only for your own personal lives, but for your brothers and sisters around the earth. Please have more compassion for each other and realize that you are all working for the great goal, not for your own personal healing anymore. That has gone. That doesn't mean that you're not on an own personal healing journey, but now you are on a collective journey of love together. You are here to bring collective love to each other and to your plane. Are you willing to go through to the higher doors, or will you stay asleep to it? That is your choice of freedom. That is your choice, because you are living here in a dimension of choice. In the higher dimensions, you will feel the choice is becoming greater towards the light, and you will not choose to go to the fear dimensions anymore. Then your choices become greater because you become closer to Source. And then your choice will be, will I stay in my own vibration here that is so beautiful, or choose to ascend upwards? So the choices are always there, and the choices are completely unlimited. So when you are climbing up higher, you have great choices, and the choices become greater for you as the greater numbers come into the light, supporting the higher dimensions. The more that we can do for the people, and the greater the direction becomes for your flame. Please listen to these words because they are so important at this time. Are you willing to do the higher work? So when you live in peace, please understand that it is more important for you to flow in the higher dimensions, to help it to grow and be supported, so that the people in the painful countries may awaken and step into the higher flows more easily to heal those parts of their lands. That is why there's so many light workers in painful countries, to heal those parts. And that is why there's so many light workers in peaceful countries also, so that you can keep supporting those parts. So the light workers are spread all around the earth in painful areas to heal certain parts of pain, and in peaceful areas to support the higher flows. Do you desire to be part of the healing work? Do you see and recognize how beautiful it is for you? Of course you have the choice not to do this. Of course you have the choice to celebrate your own cups of teas and have laughs and not bother about the healing work, not bother about listening to divine teachings. You will come there one way or another. But it is great if you can come on the higher road now. We can take you up in the higher love flow so easy now. Let those cups of teas and coffees and laughs go for a moment and celebrate it. It doesn't mean that you won't laugh from the higher dimensions, because your laughs will be greater. Your cups of teas and coffees will be even greater. But they will mean more. They will not mean nothing anymore. They will be filled with blessings and filled with deeper understandings that, yes, now you're having a cup of tea filled with blessings because you're doing something so great for your dear brothers and sisters. How can you lift yourselves up in the higher dimensions then? Well, this is why Cryon is here working with the Divine Love element so greatly, because of the great alignments happening, the great activations happening. And the easier it is to grow in the love flows for you, the easier it is to become closer to the angelic realms. So we're helping you up here. What used to be difficult only a little while ago can become so easy for you now. So we are calling to all the people who desire to hold up the higher flows of love. When you are living in the higher flows, we ask you to keep healing in the love. We ask you to celebrate your love every day and to take the pain away from you every day, and to allow the violet flame to heal you so greatly each and every day. Be in that healing constantly. Understand that your whole life is changing. Your health is changing also. At times, still some old issues may need to shift, but after that it will be so great. Please understand that. We are healing you so greatly. We are healing you and blessing you so greatly. And this is why this is so important to see how important these blessings are. How then can you reach the higher heavens? To hear your messages from the angels so greatly? How can you have more support from the angels? How can you be in that love flow more? For the love flow's already there. And it's so much easier to approach the love flows now than it was only a few years ago. Well, first of all, again it goes back to the desire. Do you desire to climb up higher? Do you understand what climbing up higher means? Do you understand that climbing into a higher vibration changes your whole energy body and aligns you to greater purpose? You're standing in greater purpose of your own divine purpose. You're being able here to be guided more by angels and to see in life with higher eyes. Instead of being incredibly emotional and painful, now you're learning to shift it. True, you may still have the emotions, but the one who is flowing in the greater love will understand the emotion now and will choose to cleanse it so beautifully, so fast. Instead of being in the pain constantly, which keeps you into the denseness. And the denseness is so hard to heal. It's so hard to shift. When you are up higher in the higher flows, which is so easy to do for everyone in the light now. It is so easy to cleanse yourself in the light. How do you do that? You call in the light. Light from the archangelic realms, come to me now. Cleanse me in the flames of love. Cleanse me and bring greater harmony to me. Cleanse me with your wisdom. Cleanse me with your power, so I may embrace the love flows greater. I now choose to cleanse myself in the holy sacred violet flame. Ignite, 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 oh sacred violet flame. Cleanse me, so I may stand in my wiser self and my greater self with an awakened heart and see life with greater wisdom. And when you do this, your whole lifestyle begins to change. You begin to see life from a much greater angle. You become less attached to the emotions and more in the love flows. You become a more forgiving person. Always be in the forgiving, friends. No matter what it is in your life. Even when someone irritates you in front of you driving too slowly, forgive them. Please do not have this road rage, for it only causes you pain, for it only causes you suffering. Maybe not in that instant, but it will. Bring in the light flows. Ask their higher self to please pull over or show the angels a safe way of passing. Go the higher way instead of the lower, denser way. And please never toot at people or shine your great lights at them, telling them to get out the way. Please, that is not of love. Always be in the love flows. Connecting to them telepathically is love, because you're opening those people up to higher awareness. Always be in the thought, I must open people to higher awareness. Look, here's an opportunity in front of me. This person is irritating me mightily great. They're driving oh so slowly. So instead of becoming angry, be so compassionate and say, I forgive you for slowing me down. I forgive my clock for it's saying that I'm late. Let the more you become more in the love, because you begin to realize how powerful the love flows are. You can move anything with love. The more you are cleansed in the light, the more you can move it. This is why Jesus always taught back 2,000 years ago, with your faith you can move mountains. Understand that the more you have faith and trust in the love flows, the more powerful you become with your light, and the more you can move, because your power is now becoming filled with the love. Now I ask you, are you seeing the great love flows upon your earth? I have returned with my channel. Will you listen to these teachings? Will you listen to the higher ways of healing? Do it for yourselves. Do it for your brothers and sisters in other countries. Do it for the angels. Do it for all the star beings of love. Do it for God. But most of all, friends, do it for yourself. Greetings, I am Sovereign Lord Emmanuel.